Good morning, everybody, or maybe afternoon, if you're in Europe. Hope you're well, no matter what time it is for you. I wanted to make a follow-up to the video, to the very raw and emotional video that I posted yesterday. Sometimes when I make videos that are that vulnerable and that I'm exposing so much in myself, those videos can sometimes have an expiration date where it feels good just to like kind of show that for however long, and then I'm like, okay, I've been seen enough there, and then just kind of take it down. It's similar to like if you go on a spiritual retreat, or if you're just kind of in any type of healing container with other people. It's like you go through what you go through, it was seen, it was moved through, and then it's just kind of gone. You know, everyone lets go of what happened in the container, in a sense. You don't kind of peg anyone to like what they were going through, and it's just kind of, it evaporates. It's, you know, it's gone. And that can be nice. And so I could feel my own heart kind of, once that video that I posted yesterday got to like 130 something views, I could feel my heart communicating to me like, all right, I've been seen enough in that way. It's like, that was perfect. And so thanks to those of you who had kind words, and special thanks to the Deep Well for your really generous donation yesterday. It was super helpful. But for those of you who did see it, I just kind of want to make a follow-up. And even if you didn't see it, I'm sure there might be something here that can help you. So yeah, after I made that video, I kept trying to like push myself to go against my heart. And it just obviously became more and more painful. And it started to feel like I was kind of having like creating an inner violence with myself. Like I was just really fighting my own heart. I wasn't trusting it. I was really like in this masculine, maybe kind of a wounded masculine, but just like this, I'm gonna figure it out mode. Like I'm gonna fix this or whatever. But my heart just wasn't on board and wasn't supporting it. And so it just became too painful, quite honestly, to continue to go against my own heart. So I ended up turning around. Well, I ended up going to this gas station and just getting like what did I get? I got a Ben and Jerry's. And I just sat in this gas station, like this Subway eating area. And I just was like, because I did it and my heart was hurting so bad when I was trying to force myself to go to Arizona. When I was trying to force myself to go against it. And I just was and I just kind of fell apart. I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to go sit somewhere and eat some ice cream. Like that was the best solution I had. And I didn't even eat all of the ice cream. I don't even think I wanted the ice cream. I think, honestly, I just wanted to go sit somewhere, you know, and just have something a little bit comforting there. Like just, you know, something soothing or whatever. And, you know, the ice cream wasn't, and I made a video a couple days ago talking about this, how things don't really do it for me in the same way. And the ice cream wasn't really doing it, but what was doing it for me was like, I was just stopped. I was just like, all right, I'm not moving from here until like something in my heart I needed to like reconnect. And I just, you know, was kind of sitting there, not really enjoying the ice cream. Like I was sitting there like, I don't even really want this. But I found this place of like, just surrender. I just felt like I just felt myself like, okay, heart, I'm just going to do something different this time. I'm just going to listen to you and trust you no matter what. And I just felt a lot of relief and a lot of pressure leave my body. And I felt this deep peace come into my being. And what's kind of transpired since then is, and something I wanted to talk about is like, my heart was telling me, hey, you can trust me. I got this all worked out. You know, you can trust me. I'll tell you when it's time for this movement, or like the masculine movement, or to be more in the feminine. My heart was like, I know what needs to be done. It's like finally something in me through the pain. And it's usually pain that helps us surrender to our own heart, to our own higher self. You know, through experiencing so much pain, something in me just finally broke away. That was like, oh, I give up. I can't fight my own heart anymore. I can't push against myself. It's just too painful. And so as I was driving back into Albuquerque yesterday evening, I just started, and I only made it like 2 hours in the other direction. But just as I surrendered to my own heart and I was driving back into Albuquerque, I just felt like this expansiveness in my being start to I was just like waking up to this expansiveness. Like the music sounded really good. I felt this flow of love. I felt, like I said, this peace. And then I realized this other knowing I have is like, we know we're in alignment when we feel peace, right? And alignment might not always, like I said, feel good, but there's just this sense of you're at peace. And when I was fighting my own heart, trying to force my way to go, like force myself to go in the direction of what my ego mind was saying, I didn't feel any peace within myself. I just felt this pressure, this angst, this dread, this heaviness. You know, that's why I made the video yesterday. I was just moving through so much trauma. I was just really in trauma is what was happening. I was having a trauma response, like a fear response. Like my mind saw something that it just couldn't tolerate, and it was like, it just kind of had a reaction. And my heart wasn't supporting the way that my mind wanted to go. And my heart was telling me yesterday, yeah, we can do the masculine thing when it's time to do that. And because when it's time to do that, it's not just going to be Matthew going off and doing it. It's going to be Matthew with the divine. Matthew with his own heart. And then things will actually happen. Where if it's just Matthew going off and Matthew and the ego mind, it's like you could push all you want, but nothing's going to happen. You know what I mean? Things aren't going to happen the way you want, or what you're going for isn't going to work out. And that becomes more and more true the more you wake up. The more you wake up, the less power you actually have from the ego. And the less efficient your ego becomes, and the less it can actually do things anymore. It's kind of like a catch-22. It's like the more you wake up, the less, your mind has any I don't know, it's like your mind space. Let me say this, if your mind's aligned with the divine, wow, it's incredible. But if your mind is going off on its own program rooted in fear, it's just like, it just dies right away. Like nothing comes of it. And the more awake you become, the quicker it just falls away. Like yesterday I made it like 2 hours. And I was just like, dang it, I couldn't even make it all the way to my destination. Because the pain and the energetic dissonance becomes so palpable, and things become so obvious that you're fighting the divine, that you're fighting divine will, that you're fighting your own heart, which knows the way always. So yeah, I was able to just surrender. And I say I was able, it's like I had to surrender to my own heart, if we're just being completely honest. And I just had to be like, all right, heart, I give it all to you. I trust you. I'm just going to, give everything my mind is worried about, all the worries that were causing me to try to move from ego and fear, all those worries. I was like, I'm just going to trust that you're going to be able to, that you know the way heart, that you know the way divine mother. And I just really gave it all to God. And there was something that I was experiencing last night with my heart that I really want to share, which is like there was this new relationship that was starting to birth, where I could feel my heart telling me, you're not letting me love you. It's like my own heart was trying to tell me, like, why aren't you letting me love you? I just want to, the love you're trying to get from other people or this or that. It's like, I want to give you that. The love that causes you to chase and to self-sabotage and all these patterns. It's like, my heart was trying to tell me, it's like, I want to give you that love. And it just felt so good last night to finally let myself be loved by my own heart. And then to realize how, like, I am my own heart. Like, I am my own heart. Like, that's my truth. And, you know, through the pain and the suffering that we go through when we're having a difficult time surrendering to our ego mind, it's like those are kind of such pivotal times in our awakening experience, because they help us surrender into our own heart deeper. They help us surrender into the knowing that we are our own heart, that we can actually trust our own heart, that we can let our own heart love the parts of us that feel absent from love. That's actually what they really want anyways, is our own love. Like, we want our own love more than anything. We want to experience, like, the love that exists within us. That's what we're chasing after at the end of it all. That's actually what we're chasing after, is the love that exists within us. And for me, it's just like learning, like, the love that exists within me, it gets to lead the way. It gets to be the boss now. It gets to have the steering wheel more fully. And there's something really trustworthy about the love that exists within us. It's just so pure, it's just so clear, it's so true. And that's what I've been feeling with my own heart, just such a clarity. So yeah, I just wanted to film a little follow-up with you guys today, of where I landed and what my process looked like yesterday and how it all moved. And we'll see what happens, you know, it's just, you know, listening to my heart day by day, moment by moment, staying right with it. And I guess we will all witness how that unfolds. So yeah, sending you guys so much love. Thank you for your donations and for your support. It really means a lot to me. I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.